He's going to run.
And there he goes. And Garcia's in there easily. That's a second stolen base for the Florida squad. Here it is.
Well, the way Lynch is throwing the baseball, it's not getting to the plate. The catcher makes a bad throw, but he's waiting on the baseball. Lynch is floating it up there.
2 balls, no strikes now to Strayer. Runner at second is Garcia. Tampa has had runners on every inning. Lynch is ready. Here's the 2-1. Look out, Strayer had to duck away. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Well, if he doesn't have anybody left, watch this pitch. He just doesn't have anything left. He can't throw the baseball. So you have to start thinking. I mean, he just can't start walking people. And here he comes. Dave Funk, sure.
Time is called. Strayer gets a walk, and with 1 out, Florida has him at first and second.
The question he has to ask him now, and you were a pitcher, and you'll appreciate this. How do you feel? You've got to be truthful now. Do you think you can throw anymore? The young man has to be truthful. He's got to say, I have it, I don't have it.
Real tough decision for Maryland. As we said, they've used up all their pitching just to get here. Started the tournament with a loss. 3 straight victories have gotten them here. Now they can hope for the double play ball. Salvi Urso steps in, and with 2 runners on, Florida now has their 3 and 4 hitters coming up, Dick. Dangerous area.
Yeah.
Mark Lynch trying to get out of trouble. One the count. To short for 1. The relay. In time, they get the double play that they needed. Urso bounces into a 6-4, 3 twin killing. That's all for Florida. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left down. After 3.5 innings, it's Tampa 4 and Salsbury nothing.
At Wayne Cablevision, we're changing our colors, but not the way we do business. We still have fast, efficient 24-hour service, prompt installation, knowledgeable personnel, and a courteous staff. We think our bold new colors better communicate this image. After all, communication is our business. Wayne Cablevision, a division of McLean-Hutter Cable TV.
No buyers yet? And you've been sitting there for weeks?
Yeah.
There's a better, faster way to sell Wayne Cablevision classified ads. For just $15 a week, you get a full page to advertise your product or service. $10 gets you 5 lines, and 2 lines are just $5. Call 946-5100 and ask for classifieds. Your phone won't stop ringing.
they said they could really use a double play, Dick, and they got one, the basic one.
This is a nice turn right here. Stepped in front, got rid of the ball quick. That's what he has to do.
I will see if that picks up the spirits a little bit of the Salisbury, Maryland team. Now they'll be sending Rob Putnam, Mark Mills, and Mark Lynch. Try to stir something up. Bottom of the fourth, and they are trailing by 4 runs. Putnam grounded to short back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
Well, Salsbury has to start pecking away now, and if this kid could jerk one, that'll maybe give him a little bit of incentive to, hey, say, hey, we can hit this guy.
And Putnam is the only guy on the team that has a home run for Salisbury all season long. They're not a big, powerful team, but they have represented the East here in the World Series. There's a little looper hit out to shallow center, a running catch by Ryan Strayer. One up and one down. Here's Mark Mills. Maryland still looking for their first hit.
I thought we weren't supposed to mention that.
Give him another inning, then we don't mention it.
Oh, okay.
Still early.
The fourth we can
Still
mention
early.
it. Yeah, I got you. All right. I forgot that. I'm an umpire, not a pitcher.
You can mention as long as you don't say no hitter.
Oh, I
don't know. I think so.
Is that way it goes?
Some of the rules are like that.
I see. Okay.
Mills looks at strike one. He'll be followed by Mark Lynch. Good fastball in on the fists of Mills.
Harlan still has some heat, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
That's all he's throwing is a fastball, and he's throwing it for strikes.
Took something off that one. Tried to spin the curve up there. Left it upstairs. 2-2 to the Maryland shortstop. Called strike 3.
Right down the pipe.
4th strikeout for big Mike Harlan. Let's watch this last pitch.
Right there. Can't afford to take that pitch.
It's about belt high. 2 up and 2 down. Now Mark Lynch will try to get a ball. Ooh. The only real trouble that Harlan got himself into was in the 2nd inning. After he got the first 2 men, he proceeded to walk the next 2, but then struck out Parsons to end the threat. And we see some loosening in the Maryland bullpen. We may see a pitching change soon. Inside, 2-1. There's the action down in the Salisbury bullpen. Can't catch the number on that young fellow. We'll get it for you in a moment. This one's pulled foul. Ball hit sharply by Dave Funk, the 3rd base coach. He's an All-American infielder. He almost made the play on it. Pitch from Harlan's in the dirt. Full count to Mark Lynch. All right, Eric Ruark is loosening in the Maryland bullpen down there, we've been told. Here's the 3-2. Easy play for Harlan. And they are gone 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. Nothing across for Maryland. And the score after 4 complete, it's Tampa, Florida 4, Salisbury, Maryland nothing.
There's only one DTV.
It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me.
Don't miss the music video program that's sweeping the country. DTV, only on the Disney Channel.
Wayne Cablevision introduces Sigma, the state-of-the-art in cable technology. Sigma has volume control, audio mute, favorite channel recall, last channel recall, and Sigma has parental lock for any channel. Sigma technology is now available with Playboy, Disney, and the Movie Channel through Wayne Cablevision. Call 946-6000 to order Sigma.
TV3 presents Open Lines, live each first and third Thursday of the month at 8 p.m. Join host Joey Hudson and local politicians, business figures, and community leaders as they discuss local issues and answer your phone-in questions. That's Open Lines, live every first and third Thursday of the month at 8 p.m. Tune into TV3 and inform yourself about what's happening in your community.
Good look at Bob Zahari high atop Sam Pizzo Field in the bright sunshine of an August afternoon. Welcome back to Sam Pizzo, everybody. I'm Bob Lewandowski. My partner is Dick Zivick.
And I had the pleasure to umpire Mr. Bob Zahari when he played for the Taylor American Legion in the state championship at St. Joseph, Michigan.
Well, what do you know? Mike Harlan will lead it off for Tampa. We've got a new pitcher and a new catcher. Actually, all they've done is trade places. Eric Ruark is now doing the pitching for Salisbury, Maryland. And Mark Lynch is going back to his customary position behind the plate. Lynch has been the catcher for the Maryland team throughout the tournament. And really has only pitched in 1 or 2 games. So Ruark will try to keep Maryland close as we go to the 5th inning of play. Mike Harlan, Dave Ross, and Mike Busey for Tampa, Florida this inning.
Wow.
Ball's hit deep to left. Goodbye. And that describes it, Dick, in 3 letters. Wow. 3rd home run for Mike Harlan of the World Series. Harlan now has a single and a homer in today's game, and one more look.
Harlan just crunches the baseball. I'm not even describing that. I mean, it was out of here so quick.
Yeah, Ruark just floated a pitch up there around the letters. And Harlan laid into it. 5-0 Tampa. Here's Dave Ross, and Ross homered in the 3rd inning. Had a 2-run blast to go along with a single in the 1st. So the Florida team doing what they do best. They're hitting the baseball.
The thing is, everybody in their lineup swings, including Zaritsky.
Well, we've been telling the folks throughout the tournament, we've seen Florida now 3 times, and they scored an amazing 240 runs in 21 games on the way up here. Popped up on the infield. And the pitcher, Eric Ruark, makes the grab. That's the first down here in the 5th, and here comes Mike Busey, the left fielder. Busey hit a drive to right field the last time up that Ross Marvel couldn't handle. It was ruled an error, and he scored a run that inning and popped to short before that. Well, the Maryland fans, gotta give them credit. They are still making a lot of noise over there, and they've been perhaps the most vocal group throughout the World Series week here in Taylor. They don't have a lot to cheer about. They're down by 5. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Busey. Three and 2. And Busey draws a base on balls.
Bob, I look for Busey to run. No doubt in my mind. You don't want to overpower somebody and rub it in, but this is the championship, and I've got to get the runs.
And there he goes. Lynch made a good, strong throw, but he had trouble getting it out of his glove, Dick. Otherwise, I think he might have had him. There it is. Now, Lynch appeared to have trouble getting the ball out of his glove. Let's see.
Well, it's the first pitch. There it is. It's stuck in a web.
Yeah.
If it's a good, fair, if he gets the ball out of his glove and gets it away, he has the out. Thing is, Florida ran on the first pitch on it.
And Matt Snyder has a 1-1 count on him. Snyder a single and a fly out in 2 tries.
The thing I think that Maryland has to do, they have to pull their outfielders in and cut the run off. They can't let them get another one on them.
Ball gets away from Lynch as it's in the dirt. And on to third goes Busey.
Well, they don't have to pull the outfielders in now.
Tampa scored 1 in the first, 3 in the third, and they've got 1 here in the 5th on the home run by Mike Harlan to lead off the inning. Two the count to the Tampa third baseman, Matt Snyder. 1 out, the runner at third is Busey. Got him. Kind of a sinking pitch that fooled Snyder, and he is the second out. I'll leave it up to Kevin King. King walked in the second, flew out to left in the third. This ball's hit towards left center field. It'll drop in front of Putnam. A run will score. Busey comes across, and Tampa now leads 6-0. Ball wasn't hit all that hard, but just in the right place, Dick.
He strong enough, he kind of, an inside pitch, he fought it off and he just muscled it. See it here, it's inside, he'll just muscle it, that's it. Boom.
All right, looks like we've got a pinch hitter up there. Number 12 is in the lineup. That's Andy Osteen batting for Zaritsky, and he bounces to second. Wright applies the tag to King, and that's it for Tampa. They do some damage, coming up with 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 man left on base. Go to the bottom of the 5th, and Florida leads Maryland 6-0.
Cannonballers.
And this time, there's no limit.
I have decided to raise the prize money to $2 million.
And they're hot.
What if something goes wrong? What could go wrong?
Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.
You're sick.
Jamie Farr, Susan Anton, Catherine Bach, Telly Savalas, Shirley MacLaine, and Mr. Sinatra.
You may call me Frank.
They're going for high stakes and fast time, so rev it up and get ready for the Cannonball Run 2.
Hi, I'm Ann Bloom with some information that may be news to you. Some people think stealing HBO and cable TV is not necessarily a crime. Well, it is. There's a law against cable theft, and it's no joke. If you get caught rigging your cable box or hooking into cable lines without paying, penalties can run as high as $6,000. And in some states, you can spend up to a year in jail. There's nothing funny about stealing pay TV, so don't do it.
Cable theft is a crime.
Uniform and souvenir stand after you change. Thank you very much.
Well, that game might have been the longest one, but this one's moving along at a pretty good clip, even though Tampa has scored 6 times. Bottom of the 5th inning, Salisbury really needs to get something started. Tony Pearson, Ross Marvel, and Kevin Parsons this inning.
Harlan just isn't going to give them a chance to get anything started. Even if they're up there willing to take a pitch, Harlan's throwing strikes.
You just walked in the room, you're watching the Junior League World Series Championship here on TV3. Happy to have you along with us. 2 strikes now, the count to Tony Pearson. Tampa, Florida, and Salisbury, Maryland going at it. Salisbury, with 1 loss in the tournament already, they would have to beat Tampa twice today to become the 13-year-old world champs. Ooh, just inside. 2-2 to Pearson.
And in the 5th inning, he still has some heat on the baseball for a 13-year-old.
Mike Carlin cruising along with a 6-run lead. There's a shot speared by Urso. I didn't think it was going to get high enough for that, Dick. The ball was really tailing away from him.
From a right-handed hitter, the ball will go towards the right field line, and it was slicing. Urso made a good play on it.
Had to backhand it, too, as the ball was ripped at him off the bat of Tony Pearson. 1 up and 1 down. Here's Ross Marvel. Marvel with a walk in the 2nd. Harlan now runs the count to 3-0. third walk off Mike Harlan, and Marvel gets his second walk of the game. So Kevin Parsons will step in against the big right-hander, Mike Harlan.
I know it's against the book of baseball. You're down 6 runs. You have to play conservative. You're not supposed to take chances. But I say there's no tomorrow. I say throw the book away. Take a chance. You want to steal a base? Steal a base. Open something up. Get something going. So far, all you're doing is going from the dugout to home plate and back to the dugout. I think you got to get something going here.
Here's one hit sharply to second. Ross cannot come up with it.
Ross wanted to make the double play before he had to double play.
That is ruled an error, allowing Parsons to reach base. And Marvel goes down to second. 2 on with 1 out. And this was a tailor-made double play ball. And I think maybe Ross was trying to get to the bag too quick.
Watch Ross's head. He doesn't look at the ball. He's looking at the bag. All he has to do is catch the baseball. He's running that way, step on a base, and throw it to first. He has a double play.
You know what? He actually overran the ball,
yes,
Dick.
Trying to get to the bag too soon.
He had the idea, didn't come up with it, though. So Ruark will bat with runners at first and second. 1 down. And all of a sudden, it's 3-0. Well, if Ruark can get aboard, they would have the bases loaded for the top of the order. Interesting things can happen yet. And that's ball 4. 2 walks and an error sandwiched in between have loaded the bases for Salisbury, Maryland. The runner at third is Ross Marvel. He led off. Well, he was the second man in the inning with a walk. The runner at second is Kevin Parsons. And at first, with another base on balls, Eric Ruark. And don't forget, Tony Pearson lined a shot that was picked off by Salvi Urso at first. Otherwise, could have a run or two across here. 6-0 our score. Coach Dave Funk talking with Keith Peacher, and at the same time, manager Rico Urso of the Tampa team talks with Mike Harlan.
Dave Funk told his hitter, I want you to take a strike. Rico Urso on the other side defensively says to Harlan, they're going to take a strike. I want you to put the ball right in the hole.
And there it is. Left-handed hitting Keith Peacher with a chance to bust up something here for the Maryland team. They have the bases loaded.
Interesting lineup. They have they're 6 runs ahead. They have 1 out, and they have the third baseman and a first baseman in. They have the second baseman and shortstop halfway.
There's one in the alley to left center. Marvel will score. Here comes Parsons in to score. A 2-run single for Keith Peacher. That's the first hit for Salisbury, Maryland.
Things are going to get interesting now.
Well, the walks in the error did some damage.
The ball's on the outside part of the plate. He just goes with the ball and hits it in the gap. By the time they run it down, Salisbury has 2 runs in. The thing that they do here, though, is they keep another run off second base.
Yeah, I think Peacher should have kept on running. They threw the ball through to third. Now it'll pop fly out to left field. It'll fall. Joe Wright comes up with a clutch single, and Ruark scores to make it 6-3. And Dick, the shortstop Garcia very shallow, or otherwise I think he could have caught that ball.
He was in too close.
2 straight hits have knocked in 3 runs for Maryland. They're back in it.
And look out now. Look at the size of this young man.
And Rob Putnam steps up and watches strike 1. Still only 1 out.
With Putnam's size, I have to turn him loose. You're on your own. If it's 3-0, you swing it. I don't care.
This one's hit sharply to Garcia on a couple of hops for 1 and 2. The old rally killer. Salsbury comes up with 3 runs in the inning on 2 hits, 1 error. 1 man left on base after 5 complete innings of play. Tampa, Florida 6, Salisbury, Maryland 3.
Presenting Showtime Cable TV. In August, Jackie Gleason comes to Showtime for a special look back at the Honeymooners and a preview of the Honeymooners, the Lost Episodes, coming this fall. They're shows that haven't been seen in 30 years. Also in August, the Showtime Comedy Spotlight shines on Weird Al Yankovic, the master of musical parody. There's movie action with Red Dawn as American kids fight back against foreign invaders. On Family Time, Jennifer Beals and Matthew Broderick star in Fairy Tale Theater's Cinderella. And on Brothers, Lou turns on the charm.
Oh, please.
All this and more in August on Showtime.
We make excitement.
Look around your neighborhood. You'll see that more and more of the houses you want have an ERA real estate sign on their front lawn.
You can see the homes you want on ERA Home Magazine, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. till noon on Channel 34.
If you're looking for a home, call ERA and see why there really is a difference in real estate companies.
Watch ERA Home Magazine on Channel 34.
With Dick Zivick, Bob Lewandowski at Sam Pizzo Field, and here's the inning-ending double play.
Takes a nice bounce, tailor-made double play. Second baseman's right on the base, makes a good pivot, gets rid of the ball quickly.
Garcia and Ross did a nice job to turn it over, and that was really a tough break. Finally, Salisbury breaks through the ice, though. They get their first hit of the game in the 5th inning. They mix it in with a couple of walks and an error, and they put 3 on the board. And now Eric Ruark has got to keep them close. They've got 2 more whacks at him, Dick. And we'll go to the 6th inning. Top of the order, Jason Garcia, Ryan Strayer, and Salvi Urso.
All Ruark can hope that he can do is at this point throw strikes. Give his defense a chance to work for him.
Bouncer to short. Mills. And a nice scoop by Tony Pearson.
Nice play by Pearson.
Garcia grounds the short for the first out, and here's Ryan Strayer. Strayer hitless today. Did get a walk in the 4th inning, bounced out and reached base on error. 1 strike. This one's ripped at the second baseman, right. And Joe made a nice play on it.
He got handcuffed on it, and he still made the play. He's laughing about it. Look.
He's saying, I didn't think I had it.
That's good to see, though.
Here it is. Ball was ripped on 1 hop.
1 bounce. Now he's handcuffed, but he says, "Oh, guess what I have in my glove? It's a baseball."
Well, Maryland can keep the momentum if they can retire Urso here and get the first 2 men in the 6th.
Now, that's a break, and that's what they need to bring them back in the 6th and the 7th, because they only have 2 whacks at Florida.
Two balls, no strikes, and Urso swinging just foul as he hooked it outside the bag at third. This one's pulled down the left field line. It's a base hit for Urso. He swings the bat well. Came in hitting .500 today. 2-out single for Urso, and that brings up the dangerous Mike Harlan. A single and a home run today.
Looking at the defensive alignment in the outfield, they definitely expect Harlan to hit the ball deep and pull it.
Now, what I don't understand, Dick, is why is the third baseman Peacher? Well, now they moved it back.
Yeah.
Somebody saw him. He was actually 2 steps in front of the bag. He'll lose some teeth against a guy like Harlan.
Harlan hits seeds.
Two balls, no strikes to the Tampa pitcher.
Kevin, there's the third baseman, Peacher. He's back where he belongs. The left fielder, Parsons, is about 2 steps from the warning track. The center fielder, he's playing in not center field, but more shaded over towards left center. And the right fielder's in a little bit shallow, so they're looking for Harlan to pull it if he hits it.
He will not get a chance, though, as it's ball 4. Well, Ruark got the first 2 men relatively easily, and then a single by Urso and a walk to Harlan puts runners at first and second for Dave Ross. Ross having a big day. Singled in the first, drove in a run, and hit a 2-run homer in the third. He's got 3 RBIs on the afternoon. Tampa leads by 3. And Salisbury, Maryland, trying to keep it close.
Now, Salisbury still has a left fielder and a center fielder playing deep. That means that a single, they don't have much of a chance to cut the run off at the plate.
Ross went after a low one.
All right, let's take a look at the outfield. Now, he's playing pretty deep. Left fielder, the center fielder's deep. Any ball hit the left center, or center field, look at the space between the right fielder and the center fielder. There's nothing out there. And there he goes with it.
Right at the gap in deep right center field. Urso is coming across the plate. He'll score. Rounding third, Harlan. He comes across, and it's a 2-run double for David Ross. Dick, he hit it exactly between the center fielder and the right fielder.
They gave him too much room. He just waited on the ball. Now, if a 13-year-old has that much bat control, that's amazing to me. But it was obvious that there was a big space between center field and right field.
Well, we just showed the people the gap, and Ross hits it on the money.
There's the gap. There's no one there. And any kind of a ball hit out there is going to go through.
So Mike Busey now with a chance to drive in a run.
Now they're playing it the same way defensively, Bob. The center fielder is in left center and the right fielder is in right field, and there's a huge gap out there again.
Busey looking for his first hit today. Has scored 2 runs. Reached base on an error in the 3rd, walked and scored a run in the 5th.
Now, if Busey's thinking and he's looking at, oh, now they're moving him over. Okay.
Outside corner, 2-1.
That was the pitch to drive in the gap, a little on the outside.
And Busey swinging late, fouls it down the right field line.
Anything that Ruark throws on the outside part of the plate, Busey should go after and drive it down the right field line. Right field line. See, now the outfielders are bunched now.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Runner is going. And it's ball 4, an uncontested steal of 3rd base for Dave Ross.
That's a defensive mistake on the part of Salisbury, Maryland, where they had a ball 4 and they weren't paying attention to the runner on 2nd base.
Florida has them at the corners for Matt Snyder.
Florida will run, Bob.
2 outs. Busey's on his way. Throw is cut off by the pitcher, and back in time is Ross.
They have 2 outs. The outfield is still drawn deeper than I would play it to cut off the run. I mean, you know they're going to get, if it's a single, they're going to get 1. What you don't want them to get is 2.
Now Ruark started the inning in fine fashion as he got Garcia and Strayer on groundouts. Urso singled. He walked Harlan. Ross hit a long double to drive in 2. And Busey drew a base on balls. Everybody moved up on the stolen base. And with 2 down, Snyder can drive in 2 more. 3-0 the count.
Well, there's a little confusion here. You thought it was a walk. No, it's 4 balls you walk, 3 strikes you're out. Let's go back to fundamentals.
Oh, McAllister came up with the right hand, loud and clear for everybody, but Snyder thought he had ball 4. Ross is on at 3rd, and Busey the runner at 2nd. It's sharply to 3rd. Now he's got a tag. He regained himself. Peacher thought he had a force play, then he wanted to throw to first, and he tagged Ross out to end the inning. 2 runs for Tampa on a couple of hits, and Florida leads Maryland by the score of 8-3.
Do you know what they're laughing at? Sex. And more sex.
Pull the soul from Nikki's groin.
And violence. And stupidity. And bad taste.
First, I want to show you my grandmother.
The sad thing is, you probably think it's funny, too. Rodney Dangerfield, introducing the comedy stars of the future.
Dick Civic, Bob Lewandowski, and Dick, you're an NCAA umpire. Introduce today's umpires for us.
All right, working right field is Dennis Goebel from Wyoming, Michigan, Orlando King from Kenton, Ohio, Shelley White from San Diego, California, Gene Fowl from Lamars, Iowa, John LaRusso from Henderson, Nevada, and Chuck McAllister from Taylor, Michigan.
We had kind of an unusual ending to the 6th inning. The runner at 2nd Watch this. Peacher now doesn't remember. Couldn't find the ball.
Now
Thought
he
he had
pitches a force.
Decided not to throw to first and tagged the runner out. The poor guy had 3 things to think about there, and none of them were correct.
Well, he got the force, and and he got the tag, and he found the baseball.
Anyway, it's out number 3, and now Maryland finds themselves down by 6 runs. Actually down by 5 runs. The scoreboard looks like it has a 9 on it.
Key here, I think, Bob, is you have to get the leadoff runner on base.
Mark Mills will lead it off. He'll be followed by Mark Lynch and Tony Pearson. Time becoming a factor for the Maryland team. One ball, 2 strikes to Mills.
Harlan seems to have the ability to stay, if not ahead of the hitters, at least even with them.
Ball's hit sharply to the left fielder, Busey. Good running catch by Mike in left field.
Well, he's still trying to figure out why he jumped.
I don't think it was as difficult as he made it look.
No,
but
that's
why.
The ball's well hit. Now, there comes Busey over. He jumps. Oh, whoopee, I got it. Now he falls. Okay.
With 1 out, here's Lynch.
Right back to Harlan.
Yeah. 2 up and 2 down in the 6th.
Outside of the 5th inning, Bob, control has to be with Tampa. I mean, and Tampa right now is being controlled by Harlan. And Harlan's controlling Salisbury, Maryland.
Tony Pearson. That's with 2 outs and nobody on. Two balls, 1 strike to Pearson. Harlan has displayed a little wildness throughout the game, but he has been in control most of the way. Had a no-hitter going into the 5th, where a couple of walks, an error, and a couple of hits turned Maryland into 3 runs. Maryland was down by 6 at that point and cut the lead to 3, and then Tampa came back with 2 of their own. Called strike 3. Pearson is gone, and so is Maryland here in the 6th. We have played 6 complete innings in the score. Tampa 8 and Salsbury 3.
What is a nerd?
They've been laughed at, picked on,
There's a roommate, pal!
and put down.
I'm not kissing a nerd.
They don't have the moves or the muscle,
You know karate? No. Good.
but they've got the brains.
I know what we're gonna do.
It's time for the odd
to get even.
Their action tonight demands an immediate retaliation.
How many cameras do we have left?
This should do it.
Oh, here she comes.
Go up, go up.
Oh, no. Oh.
That nerd saw me naked.
Are all nerds as good as you?
Revenge of the Nerds. Their time has come.
I drink to that.
Let's go. I'm driving. Don't drive drunk. No, 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 no. Drive drunk. No, 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 no. Drive drunk. Woman's looking strong, driver's a man.
Come on, Mark. Let me drive. Mark, last time, give me the keys.
No way!
What kind of friend are you? Look, give him the keys.
Welcome back to Sam Pizzo Field. Let me update the score for you. We were talking about that weird tag play at third base. In the process, a run came across. David Ross actually scored on the play before the final out. And the score is 9-3. King starts the Tampa 7th with a bouncer to second. I was looking at the scoreboard and seeing 9 and didn't notice the run crossing the plate before Peacher figured out to make the tag on the runner on the weird play.
Let's blame it on Peacher. He confused all of us.
All right, another new hitter. This is Pierce Sperlin batting for Osteen in the 9 spot, and he grounds to third. Well, this happened last inning. Eric Rourke got the first 2 men on groundouts and then all kinds of trouble. Top of the order, here's Jason Garcia. Jason walked and scored a run in the first, lined out, singled, and grounded out. 2 outs, nobody on. And it's 3-0. Garcia hasn't seen anything he likes to swing at, and now it's 3-2. Second walk for Garcia.
At this point, I'm going to make a little bit of a confession. I've been in college baseball games where there's 9, 10-run leads, and you're in the top of the 7th, and you're winning. I've told the kid, hey, I'm telling you, you better swing the bat. Don't come up here looking for a close pitch.
As an umpire?
As an umpire, honest.
You're not supposed to do that. There goes the runner. Now, why would you do that, Dick?
Well, because you're beating somebody to death, and you have everything going your way, and if it's close, you better swing the bat. Don't go up there and walk. I mean, that kid's out in that mound. I mean, he doesn't want to be there any more than I do. Yeah, I've done it a couple of times.
A liner to right. And they held the ball. Now the runner will go to second. I don't know what happened to Marvel out there. The runner was rounding third, and he just simply held on to the ball.
That's a fundamental mistake. The right fielder has everybody in front of him. He should have seen him coming around the base. All he has to do is hit the cutoff man and go from there.
Here's Strayers, base hit.
We're going to take a look at this play. All you have is a single. Marvel comes in on the ball. He can see the runner. He takes a look at him. Now he doesn't know what to do with it. If he throws the ball initially, he gets a runner at the plate. He makes a mistake.
So the run scores as Garcia comes across to make it 10-3, and Strayer goes down to second on the throw home. Salvi Urso.
Just getting back to what I said about telling hitters don't start taking close pitches. Even the hitters know that. They don't want to do that because they know at the level they're at, if they're down 10 runs, they don't want somebody doing it to them either. But you're dealing with men at that point.
2 balls, no strikes to Urso. Ball 4. That brings up Mike Harlan. He is a single and a homer today and has scored 3 times. Runner's going, bounce to third, and he is tagged out.
Nice play.
That's it for Tampa. They get 1 run in the inning to add some insurance. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Our score, Tampa 10 and Salisbury 3.
There are 35 million people with disabilities in America. We want the same things out of life you do, to use our abilities to the fullest. And because this is the decade of disabled persons, the National Organization on Disability urges us all to lend a hand right in our own communities. Let's put our abilities to work so that all America and Americans gain. Call this number now.
1-800-248-ABLE.
Announcing the Disney Channel. It's entertainment for the entire family.
Turn to the Disney Channel, where you can see exclusive Disney motion pictures that you can't find anywhere else. Original world premiere movies made with your family in mind, plus exciting new dramatic series, comedy shows, musical programs, and classic Disney cartoon shows. Look to the Disney Channel, family entertainment you can trust.
Hi, I'm Stuart Pankin with some information that may be news to you. Some people think stealing HBO and cable TV is not necessarily a crime. Well, it is. There's a law against cable theft, and it's no joke. If you get caught rigging your cable box or hooking into cable lines without paying, penalties can run as high as $6,000. And in some states, you can spend up to a year in jail. And there's nothing funny about stealing pay TV. So don't do it.
Cable theft is a crime.
All right, this is the second inning in a row. We had the final
Now, Pizzo
out.
takes a hard shot. He has a force that time, but the runner's close enough, so he just takes the tag.
All right, we're going to have a pinch hitter to start the inning for Salisbury, Maryland. Their last chance. Bottom of the 7th, and leading it off, it'll be Bo Long, number 1. Bo Long. He's batting for Ross Marvel. Sean Kennedy is going out to play left field for Tampa, Florida as well, defensively. Mike Harlan needs 3 outs, and Tampa would become the 1985 Junior League World Champions. We may have come across another first for this World Series. My director, Ken Stram, pointing it out. If Harlan will complete this game, which it appears that he would, both he and Salvi Urso would have 2 complete games in the World Series. And I think that would probably be the first time that's happened.
I would say it's highly, highly unusual that something like that happens to you. Yeah, I mean, you hope that can happen.
Oh, yeah.
But
here's the 2-2.